Hello everyone. Those of you that don't know, my name is Jenna. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's been a little while since I have showed my recent appearance in state. I've been posting a lot of older live recorded videos just to keep the page current, keep you guys moving your bodies and things like that, while I am taking a step away from teaching. So I just want to talk to you guys about what I've been up to. The scenery is different. We did move. We are now in an apartment instead of in peppermint oil. Instead of in the house. We did sell the house in July, which means that we sold the farm that we had as well. We were able to kind of modify our back porch and keep all of our citrus trees though. So we still have the oranges, the limes, the lemons, the habanero bush is still out there too. We are growing green onions, corn, radishes, of course. Everybody knows I love my radishes. So we've modified it a good bit back there in our tinier space to be able to keep growing, which I posted a good bit on Instagram, just kind of showing we're still doing it. You can still do it in a small space. It's just not as grand and lavish, and the harvest is much smaller, obviously. But what else we've been up to, I know that I have been super absent because I'm pregnant. We're creeping up on 25 weeks right now, so we're creeping up on 7 months pretty soon. So very much pregnant. It's there. We're due in December, so it's creeping up quick. And it has been a rough 6 months. I had to kind of force myself to, I'll preach it for days, but to listen, because it was rough. I was unbelievably sick, and it was very debilitating. On top of the 24/7 sickness, I couldn't keep any food down. I had, I already get migraines, but I was getting very bad daily migraines. I was getting horrible fevers every single day, and it was rough. It was constant for about 6 months. So the last 2 weeks I've been feeling a little bit better. I've been able to move my body a little bit, get back into my practice, a very tiny amount. I'm a little winded. Drink some water. But I've been able to actually get back to my mat, which has been huge. So that's been a huge help in my mental state, and honestly just being able to eat again and have that kind of mindful practice as well, instead of just trying to eat whatever my body will keep down, which was not much. So it's been an interesting adjustment with the pregnancy, trying to keep my mindful practice of acknowledging the whole self. And ultimately, the only way that I could honestly practice that was just by listening and resting my body. And I fought it for a good minute because I love what I do. I love what I share on here. I love what I share on my Instagram and on my blog, and I love what I do in the community that I have. So it was really hard for me to actually be like, I need to stop, because it's not how my brain works. Like, when I want to do something, I'm in it. So it was a huge adjustment for me, and ultimately I kind of just had to be like cold turkey and just stop everything. I just now started really posting daily again on Instagram just this month, and that's only been a couple of days. So I've been keeping everything pretty private, just because it hasn't been fun. It hasn't been something that I've wanted to share. I've wanted to keep it private just because I wasn't having a great time, and now that I finally am feeling better, I feel comfortable sharing with you all again. So I am still going to be taking a break from teaching, and that is a huge personal choice for me. I'm going to do my personal practice, but as far as teaching goes, it's hard to describe, but I have a hard time not going as far as I want to go. So dominantly my practice has been yin practice because I know where I can adjust. But if I'm doing a vinyasa, I want to do a vinyasa, and I don't want to go beyond what I should be doing just because it feels good right now and then hurt myself later. I don't know if that makes sense, but so I'm not going to be teaching because right now I'm doing a very limited physical practice and I'm doing a dominant mental practice. A big slogan of mine the last couple of months has been yoga is so much more than the asana. And I've been being more mindful about, I already was, but being more intuitive with what I'm eating, how I am moving my body, how I am talking to myself, the people I surround myself with. All of those things kind of like exploded in the first trimester. So I am rebuilding all of these things so many months later, and it feels like a clean slate. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really nice. My support system is super small, super limited, and I'm okay with that right now. It was a challenge in the beginning because people that I thought were gonna be in that support group decided not to be. So I was like, oh, okay, and you just adapt. You can't force everybody to be there all the time. And those expectations, you know, you have to just roll with what's happening and be grateful for who is there. So Cameron's support group is a little bigger than mine, but I love who I have. The people that I have been amazing. So they've been a huge help with what they could help with. A lot of it they couldn't help with, and it was more of a you need to go to the doctor kind of help, and not so much back rub like I wish it was. But I just wanted to say hi, show my face, show you what's going on, or tell you what's going on. I'm going to start sharing a lot more holistic living tips again, just because it's what got me through the last couple of months. I wish that I had the energy and drive really to share with you throughout this whole process of what was working and what wasn't working, but honestly it was just hour by hour difference. So what worked one afternoon was like horrible the next morning, so it wasn't as steady as I wanted it to be. But now that we're in this new space with a new fresh mind, we are, we're cooking this thing to the best of my ability. It's been really, really fun. Also, I want to share with you guys some canning things because I am going to start canning some more. My sister and I were able to do a huge harvest over the summer before we sold the house of like 25 pounds of tomatoes. It was insanity, the amount of tomatoes we were able to get from the garden. And I didn't want them to go bad because during this pregnancy, one of the biggest things that I cannot stomach is tomatoes, which is devastating considering we had like 20 tomato plants. But we were able to salvage them and can them. And so I want to be able to share with you guys the process of what I'm going to be doing with canning just by snagging seasonal things from the farmer's market. And when things start really producing out here, I can show how to preserve citrus. So I've got a lot of things planned, a lot of really exciting things going on, and I would like to start touching base with you guys, once a week like I used to. I'll still keep posting the live videos from my Patreon just to kind of keep you guys flowing and in the movement, but we'll do a little bit more discussion too. That's about it. If you guys want to follow this little journey with me and how I am adapting the holistic lifestyle to my pregnancy and when our little one gets here around Christmas time, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I'll post my blog link below as well. I am doing a writing challenge right now for September since it is self-awareness month. So every day I'll post a journal prompt on my Instagram page, and then on my actual blog I will share my answers to those prompts. So it's a couple hours later because my camera died, so the lighting is a little bit darker. It's starting to storm out. Died in like the last 30 seconds of me wanting to film, but whatever. So yeah, I will be posting on my blog every day the answers to those prompts for the entire month of September. So I will link everything below so you guys can connect with me whichever way is most convenient for you. But if you would like to keep up to date on these weekly little diary touch base, whatever these videos are going to turn into, please subscribe to the channel, share whatever videos you like. I am still trying to grow here. So all of your support is very much appreciated. And I will talk to you all next week. Have a beautiful day. Bye.